guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Thabisa Skade. If you are a new subscriber, welcome to the family. If you are a regular, thank you for your continuous support, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. So today I'm back with another story time. After the story, I will do a little bit of an overview on PEP and PrEP. So I was on PEP. This is what had happened. I was helping out in this other clinic. Okay, I'm a professional nurse. I was helping out in this other clinic. So as I was consulting a patient, I just finished giving that patient an injection. So as I was throwing the needle into the sharp spin, there was another needle that was looking up. So it pricked my finger, and I pressed my finger. I saw blood. Whew, I freaked out from the inside, of course. So I went straight to the tape, pressed, and then yeah. So the client could see I was like freaking out. So she asked me, "Sister, are you fine?" I was like, "No, I'm good, I'll be good." We finished up, and then I sent her off. She was good to go. Took my ID straight to reception to open a folder. And then I looked for counselors. I think they were on lunch. I went to knock in the room. They were in. I was like, "Yay, sisters, I need help, please." And then one came through. Then we went to the room. She did my HIV test. Then I went to the manager to tell him what's up. And then he took me to the doctor. And then he took me to... No, I went by myself. I went to draw bloods. Then went to the doctor. Then so long he went to pharmacy for me to get the PEP. Finally, I went back to emergency room. They did blood pressures and all of that. Whew, I was freaking out from the inside, but yeah. So because I'd always prayed to God that I may never experience such, but getting with 10 was the experience, and I'm always there, and anything can happen anytime. So what I had experienced is occupational exposure in my case. Shabu, I took my 1 tablet immediately. Me personally, not personally. Okay, me personally, I don't like pills. I really don't like pills, especially when they are big. They sit here, or I imagine them to be sitting here. Excuse the irony, but I really don't like tablets, but yeah. So I took my 1 tablet immediately, and I did all the necessary things, and then I went home. And then I took my 1 day off. When I checked my results the next day, something was wrong. I don't know if they got there late or what. And I contacted my friend. She was like, "Come through." I went to my friend's clinic to draw the bloods again. And then yeah, results came back and they were fine. I carried on with my PEP. I took them for 28 days as prescribed. It is advised that you finish the course. So if anything happens to you and you happen to be on PEP, please finish the course. Yeah. So let us get into the overview of PEP, PrEP, ART. So let us get this one thing straight. I once saw a woman who complained on the socials about how she was given ARVs and not PrEP. Okay, all right. Let's get this one thing straight. PEP, which is post-exposure prophylaxis. PrEP, which is pre-exposure prophylaxis. ART, which is anti-retroviral therapy. They are all ARVs. What are ARVs? Anti-retrovirals. Why? Because HIV is a virus. So to come against it, we need anti-what? Ingamsebenzi. So let's start with. So we're gonna start off with PrEP or pre-exposure prophylaxis. PrEP is defined by the World Health Organization as anti-retroviral drugs that are taken by HIV-negative persons who are at substantial risk of acquiring HIV in order to prevent the acquisition. Now, who is at risk of acquiring HIV? It is adolescent girls and young women. It is men who sleep with other men. It is people who inject themselves with drugs. It is people with multiple sexual partners. It is sex workers and also serodecodant couples where the HIV positive person's viral load is not suppressed. And it is also anyone who feels that they are at risk of acquiring HIV. Right? So before taking PEP, it's important that you get first get tested for HIV. Remember, okay, I did say that they are all ARVs. However, with PrEP, it's I don't want to get into the like science part of it because I will explain the whole night. So in order for a person to reach adequate tissue levels, one needs to be taking PrEP for at least 7 days. So meaning that if, let's say you are on day 3 of your PrEP, you are taking it correctly, you are on day 3, at that stage you can still acquire HIV. So you need to have taken it for at least 7 days before your exposure. Just like with family planning, when we give an injectable or implanon, any hormonal method, we are going to tell you that for the first time, we are going to tell you that you're unsafe for the first 14 days, right? So in the period when you are not safe, you need to be using condoms or abstaining, right? PrEP is 2 combined drugs, which is the tenofovir. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but yeah, I can write it at least. It's the tenofovir and the tricytabine. I can write it if these are wrong. I'm sorry. So yes, so it's 2 combined drugs in 1 tablet that you take daily. So let's move on to PEP, PEP, or post-exposure prophylaxis. So post-exposure prophylaxis is antiretroviral drugs that are taken within 72 hours of potential exposure or exposure to HIV in order to prevent acquisition of HIV. Now, so for maybe, okay, who is eligible for it or who can take PEP? If someone like me who had that needle stick injury, I qualified for PEP. And then anyone who has had maybe sexual assault, anyone who even if the sex was agreed upon, you don't know the other one's status or whatever, then you can go for PEP. Your providers will explain everything you need to know. The PEP consists of at this point, the one that's recommended, it's the 3 drugs, TLD, it's tenofovir, lamivudine, and dolutegravir. Guys, if I'm pronouncing them wrong, I don't know, but yeah. So you need to go to the clinic for the time intervals that you are given. Whenever you need to go test again, please do go. Ask your healthcare providers to like explain anything that you maybe don't understand. So in conclusion, a disclaimer, please, the names that I've given here, they are generic names of the drugs. don't come for me. Please don't come for me. Yeah. So oh, let me also explain ART, which is anti-retroviral therapy. It is a lifetime treatment that an HIV positive person needs to take in order to suppress viral load and also increase the CD4 cells, right? So please, if you do happen to test HIV positive, go for counseling. If you are struggling with accepting, go for counseling. Accept all the help that you are being given, because I know sometimes you'll be like trying to advise someone and then a person will tell you, no, I don't believe in HIV and whatnot. Like, if your healthcare provider is able to, like, if you can unpack like what your fears are and whatnot, please discuss and be able to get the help that you need, because help is there. Help is there. Even if you have to your chichiliza is doing, go and chichiliza for your life, my dear, please. Yeah, so if you are HIV positive and you're not taking your treatment, just putting yourself at risk of acquiring other, what are those things, is opportunistic infections, because you don't know your viral load, you are not getting tested, you don't do anything. Please, my darlings, so if it happens that you have started with, let's go back, you've started with PrEP, and then it happens that when you come for your next checkup and then you test positive, you're gonna stop with the PrEP and be started immediately on ART, which is antiretroviral therapy, provided that you don't have any other sickness that needs to be ruled out first before starting your medication. So I think when it comes to HIV, like we've tried, researchers have tried, and they are still trying, because whatever I'm even telling you now might not be the same in 3 weeks time. We might have like a whole new dun that is way better. So yes, we trust in the Lord and in science. I think I have covered all I needed to. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, fun fact, the deleter that they've added in, it's Ipago TLD. Everyone is in the, most people are in the new pill Mosmokone. The deleter that they've added there, it has less side effects. It's doing the Lord's work. So yeah, I'm tired now. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it's not a whole don't. I didn't want to get into science, into the science. I don't want to get into the science part of things, like to explain the groups of these drugs and whatnot, because it's just confused. But thank you so much for watching. Not an HIV expert, sexual reproductive expert. But if you do have any questions, I will find out for you. Comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, do the most, and good night. It's not night. It won't be night when I post.